So now we're just going to quickly go over how to find volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at question 1. So which can of tuna is a better buy? So when I look at these right now, I have 2 cylinders, right? So the very first thing I am going to do is I am going to write down the equation I'm going to be using. So the equation of a cylinder, right, is going to be, it's going to be the same for both. So for volume, it is pi, you should have this on your equation sheet, pi r squared times height, right? So this is going to be for volume, I don't know why I put volume 1, that's going to be for both of them, right? Because they're both cylinders. So what I would do is I would say, okay, let's find this one is going to be volume 1, and this one is going to be volume 2. So I'm going to write for volume 1 the information I know, right? So my radius right now is this area here, right? It's halfway across the circle. So I am going to write my radius as 3 centimeters, right? And my height of this one is going to be that 12 centimeters. And then I am going to write my equation and plug in my information. So I have pi, so volume 1 equals pi, I can't write right now, pi r, which is 3 centimeters squared, I'm gonna put my stuff in brackets, times my height. Okay, and then I am going to rewrite that. So if I was to do the pi squared, so I'm going to do, let's make sure that this is correct. So again, trying to find pi on here. So if I do pi, bracket 3 squared times 12, I'm going to get 339.29, and I'm just going to round it up. So I'm going to get 339.3, and it would be centimeters cubed. Okay, and then I'm going to box that there because the volume is always in cubes. And then let's take a look for volume 2. So I'm going to write the stuff I know. I'm just going to slide this down, give myself a little bit more room. So I'm going to write the stuff that I know. So I know for volume 2, I have a radius of 6, and I have a height of 6. And then I'm going to write my equation. So my volume 2 is equal to pi r squared times height, plug my information in, pi, my radius is 6, squared times 6. And then if I put that information in, put it in just as I've written it, so pi bracket 6 squared times 6, I get 600, let me write this down, 678 point, I'm gonna say 6 centimeters cubed. So given this information, you're gonna get more in this can of tuna. So this can of tuna is gonna be the better buy. Okay, so our next question here is a basketball with a diameter of 18 inches is packed very tightly in a box. We need to determine the amount of empty space in the box. So first things first, we're gonna have to break this up into 2 different parts, okay? So we have first a sphere, so our ball is a sphere, and we have a cube, okay? So we need to do, what we're going to need to do is find the sphere, find the cube, and then minus them. So what I'm going to do is I am going to say this is number 1, and our cube is number 2. So I'm going to write down the volume equation of our sphere. So the volume of a sphere is going to give me 4/3 pi r cubed. And then I am going to write the information I know. So my radius of this is going to be, so what we have here is a basketball with diameter. So our diameter is 18 inches, right? All the way across is 18 inches. So what we're going to have to do for our radius, right, because we need the radius, which is a question mark at the moment, is chop that in half, right? Because radius is half of the diameter. So I'm going to do 18 divided by 2, which is going to give me 9. So my radius is 9. And then I'm going to plug my information in. So I'm just going to like this, and I am going to do the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 pi and 9 cubed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that. So I'm going to take 4. I'm going to put that in brackets. 4 divided by 3. And then, where's my pi button? Pi, bracket, 9, and then cubed. Okay, so I have it written in the same way I have it written down there. And then when I click enter, I get 3,000, oops, sorry, moving this, 53.6. So 5, I don't know why I wrote 3 or 5. 3.6. And this is going to be in inches cubed. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite that because it's messy for me. 3.6 inches cubed. And then I'm going to box that. And then I'm going to find the volume of my cube. Okay, so the volume of a cube is going to be my length times my width times my height. And since this is going to be 18 all over because it says that it's a cube, what we're going to do is we are just going to do our length is going to be equal to 18, right? It's 18 inches all over. So our width is going to be equal to 18, and my height is going to be equal to 18, because in a cube, everything is going to be the same. So then I'm going to plug that information in. So the volume of a cube is equal to 18 times 18 times 18, which in my calculator, that's going to give me 5,832. Inches cubed. So now that I have this information, what I need to do is find the empty space in the box, right? So if I'm going to find the empty space in my box, that empty space is going to be my cube. So the spacing in my cube minus my ball. So I'm going to do 3, and I am going to do my cube. So my volume of a cube is going to give minus the volume of my sphere is going to give me the volume of the air that's left over. So then I'm just going to take that and plug it in. So I'm going to do the volume of my cube is 5,832 inches minus 3,053.6 inches cubed is going to give me the volume of my air. And then if I do that in the calculator, the volume of air is equal to 2,778.4 inches cubed. Okay, so what you guys are going to do when you are asked these questions is to first figure out what the equation is for the thing you're given, okay, for the figure that you're given. And then you're going to write that down. And then you're going to write the information you are given in the question or on your figure, and then you're going to plug that information in. It's easy, easy, easy steps.